Hillary Clinton pinning the problems within her own party on Republicans as she attempts to downplay concerns of an upcoming Democratic bloodbath in the midterms. Watch.
I'm well aware that midterms are obviously always difficult for the party in power, but we've got a great story to tell, and we need to get out there and do a better job of telling it. But I would add that in Republican Party politics, you have an even greater disconnect. Unfortunately, most of that party has now gone to the extreme and are saying and doing things that have no basis in reality.
Really, Brian? Are they the ones not living in reality?
This is such an epic case of projection here. I mean, imagine how extreme it is to say we want kids to be in school. We want them to learn reading, writing, and arithmetic. We want to defend the southern border. We'd like to see prices come down. We'd like to see American energy developed. I mean, very extreme positions. The only thing you can do when you're in Hillary Clinton's spot is try to say that the other side is doing exactly what your side has been doing, because it seems to be so obvious to everyone. If that's the best Democrats have this year to try to tell their story, they are in even bigger problems than everybody thought when it comes to the midterms.
And Tommy, bring it on then.
Yeah, listen, I have another take on this. I think Hillary Clinton relishes the fact that the Democrat Party is not doing well. I think that she wants them to get walloped in the midterms and then turn to her as some kind of a saving grace. I really do believe that she loves this, and she thinks that she is plotting and planning her comeback. Joe Biden has handed that to her. Little does she know that she's probably even less likable than Joe and Kamala, but I think she's loving this moment. It's her time to shine and be back on TV. So I think she's loving it just as much as the rest of us.
Ooh, a little like Munchausen plot twist happening here.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying, because politically, Tommy, it makes sense for other things that she's doing. Like, she's saying, oh, Biden's doing so great with the war on Ukraine, and then she criticizes him for not doing enough. I had a Democrat last hour who said, well, she's wrong. And I'm like, look, she's already causing some rift in the party. That gives her one thing that she can't get enough of, and that is relevance and attention. Those are technically two things. So, yeah, no, I think Tommy hits the nail on the head, but just look at the evidence for that.
Yeah, Kayleigh.
I agree. Hillary could be mounting a comeback. I think she's a narcissist. I think she's addicted to power and attention. And I think she does not rule out a run in 2024 when she sees the incompetence of Kamala Harris and someone who's potentially more unlikable than Hillary Clinton, as hard as that is to even say because she's so unlikable. But when you look at what she said, just tell them we're trying our hardest. Really? You think when people go to the gas pump and it's like nearly $100 to fill up an SUV, they're trying their hardest. When their wages are outpaced by inflation, they're trying their hardest. It's nonsensical. It almost was like a comedy hour or satire when you watched her.
Right, but Brian, again, that's her reality, and yet she says it's the GOP that isn't living in one. Do you think this ploy is going to work, or how far do you think we have to watch with bated breath or simply popcorn as this dumpster fire keeps going on?
The midterms are the battle of reality. Who's got the read on reality? Who really thinks they understand the situation that Americans face? And I just think it's going to be nearly impossible for Democrats to make that case, given where they've lined up on all the issues that matter to people. So if Hillary Clinton wants to make the reality play, I think she's going to find that her party runs into a brick wall of reality that people are living every day all across this country, not on Twitter, but in real places where they're facing real problems.
That's right. Tommy, quick final word.
Hey, listen, if Hillary Clinton is your PR lady, I think that bodes very well for November. So I think the red wave is coming, and it's going to be sizable.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.